Girl, I am in love. Freaking love. Hey guys, this is your girl Dom, aka Serenity Within, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. And if you're returning Serenity Within family member, hey girl, hey. So if you hear my voice sounding like this, I am recovering over a cold. This is the last few days, so please just bear with me. I freaking am in love with this hair. Like, this hair is everything for me. I can't stop looking in the mirror. I can't stop touching my hair. I don't know what I was doing with beauty supply hair. I don't know what I was doing. I can't go back. It's too hard for me to go back. They sold me. So I just want to say thank you, Waviyhair, for sponsoring this video. They provided your girl with 2 bundles of 18-inch body wave hair, and girl, I'm telling you, this hair is giving me straight body. I'm like, yeah. I am so in love, and I've never tried actual human hair for braiding hair. It was always like the beauty supply store hair. Y'all see my videos. But now there's no way I can go back, because the way that my hair feels, it's light, it feels like airy, it feels like feathered, like it feels so light, and it does not feel heavy. And when I tell you, this is 2 full bundles. The only thing I'm missing, like 3 pieces, and that could have went into my hair. I am going to put it in there somewhere. I am. But when I tell you guys, I love this hair. I love the texture. I love the feel of it. And even though I am recovering from my cold, I can still smell corn chippy hair when it comes down to extensions or wigs or units or whatever it may be. But when I tell you, baby, I didn't smell none of that. Like, this hair, it feels like this is my hair. I love this. And I'm not even holding you. Like, I'm so serious. This hair is so pretty. It's so weightless, and the quality is amazing. It's so full, even down from the weft to the very ends. It's full. And at a point, I really thought that I was not going to have enough hair, but they fooled me wrong. I thought I was going to have to do like a half up, half down. But baby, when I was like around here still with 1 bundle, I said, wow, y'all really sold me. I can't believe it. So I'm like, I am super excited. These guys reached out to me. Like, I hope that we continue to work together, because oh my goodness, they shipped to me in great timing. The quality of the hair is great. And what also I love about this brand, like, y'all know I'm going to do my research whenever I do like work with other companies, and I love how they cater to us black women by freedom of speech when it comes down to our hair, because you know our hair is our crown. Like, that's our everything. And I love how they like to cater to young black women and allow for them to express themselves and be authentic with their hair. Like, sometimes people just say it's just hair. No, it's more than just hair. It symbolizes strength, it symbolizes style, it symbolizes fashion, it symbolizes independence. And that's what I really do love when I'm wearing wavy hair. Oh my goodness, I feel strong, I feel independent. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like my crown is crowning, because now I don't want to take these braids out. Y'all know me, I'm a 2-week braider and it's time to go. But I really want to wait and hold these braids in for a really long time. Unless y'all want to send me some more hair, I'm going to be with it, because baby girl, this hair is so pretty. So one thing I would say about buying beauty supply store-bought hair and going with wavy hair, there's a huge difference. One, I realized when I was dipping my hair, even some of the hair got wet in the hot water. It did not mat or tangle up this hair, not one bit. But I do know when I did that before with the beauty supply store hair, it immediately matted up, and I could not enjoy the rest of those braids. And I took long hours doing those braids, and at the same time it was messed up just because of hot water. And I was not intentionally trying to use the hot water method on all of the hair. It was just mostly just the ends. And guys, when I tell you my hair is still great, it's not tangled, it's not frizzy. I didn't do any of that, and that's why I love hair that just works for me, because I'm like the Tonka truck, okay? Like, I need some hair that's tough enough to just stand in the trenches with me. And if I can have hair that is easier for me to manage, I want to go with that moving forward. I don't care. I'm going to spend, I don't care. I want the hair. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And I was one of those who was like, I'm not going to spend so much money on braiding hair. But if you want that style, and then if you want that style to look, and if you're going for like, you want them bundles kind of look with braids, this is definitely the hair. Waviyhair is the hair for you. Guys, y'all really have no idea how much I'm raving about this brand. They are unmatched. They are not even super expensive, and it's giving me like, I want this in a wig now. I want this hair in braids, wigs, like I want it all. And guys, I'm telling you, it is worth all of your coins, baby girl. If you're gonna spend the money to get that style, you might as well just spend the money to not just get the style, but get the style that's gonna actually last and it's gonna work for you. Because who has time constantly combing tangled hair? Like, who has time for that? And even when I was using my denim brush to brush out the hair, guys, I'm telling you, they sold me. So I'm gonna have all the links in the description box below with everything that I'm going to use in this video, and as well as the direct link to Waviyhair so that you could get your hair too, because I'm telling you, it's going to upgrade your hair game. Okay, and I do want to say thank you, Waviyhair, for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you guys for reaching out to me and providing me with this beautiful 18 inches of body wave. I appreciate you guys. I really do love you guys. So let's just jump into this video about everything that we're going to be using as far as products. So these are medium knotless boho braids. I really want to say they're more so on a medium to large scale, but it's more on a medium scale. And the look that I was going for is the exact look that I achieved. It's like the style I wanted versus the style I got, and I got the style that I wanted because the hair helped it out along the way. It's one thing to have talent, but it's another thing to have great hair to back up that talent. It's like, it's unmatched. It's a perfect combo. So I love how airy this hair feels. It does not feel heavy whatsoever. For it to be like 2 bundles, it don't feel heavy. It feels very, very lightweight. It feels like I really have nothing on my head. But if you're someone who actually used the Waviyhair and know how lightweight this feels, just comment below and put the girls on, because girls, we're not talking about this hair enough. And I just love how full it is. I really thought the 2 bundles was not going to do it, but it did. It proved me wrong. I'm not going to hold you. I even emailed them. I said, you think the 2 bundles is going to be good? That's me. Beauty supply mindset. That was what it was. Gotta get to the human girls. Okay? The first one is, you want to make sure that your hair is shampoo, conditioned, and is blow dry. There is nothing like having a fresh blow dry before a braid set. And I'm not talking washing your hair a few days before you actually braiding your hair. No, I'm talking about doing at least 45 minutes to an hour before you actually start braiding your hair, because there's something about fresh hair. It moves better, it's easier to part, it's easier to separate, it's easier to do everything and allow for your style to come out exactly how it needs to be. Fresh hair just, it's all about the foundation. If your foundation is not straight, it ain't gonna look right. Don't have do it when you're getting beautiful hair from Waviyhair. So some other things that you are going to need will be some clips, combs, bow ties, rubber bands, all that good jazz. And what I do love is that Waviyhair did supply me with a rat tail comb, and I love this comb because this is the braider's comb, where it has that little piece right here, and it's really durable at the same time. As well as they did provide with me some rubber bands, and these rubber bands came in handy big time. So you do need the products, the tools that's really going to do it for you. I love the fact that how Waviy, they took their time and catered to my results before me actually knowing what the results going to be. Like, they catered to my results. I had nothing to complain about. As well as they did provide me 2 clips inside of this package as well. I mean, they came ready. They were ready. That's what I need. I need a team that's ready. And then also, like, with these pieces here, there was a few pieces in here that I used the remaining of this hair to crochet it in. So if you're someone who's not familiar with starting your feed braid process, definitely go in with the crochet needle. And Waviyhair also provided me with the crochet needle. I mean, They weren't playing. They said if you want to crochet this hair, you can crochet it. If you want to braid it, don't worry about it, you can braid it. If you need combs to part, don't worry about it, we got your comb. And if you need something to hold that, we got your hair to hold it. They was not playing. Another thing that I used was a mirror. Now the one I do have, which is on my door, is pretty small, and I think I outgrew it, and it's just to help you be able to see all corners of your hair, and it is like major key when you're doing your braids. I did order another one on Amazon, and it's only like $19. I will put that link in my description box below as well. I'm telling you, thank me later. Then another thing that you're going to need is a braider's rack. The braider's rack, I'm telling you, if you are someone who's like looking for your time to be saved and to be organized, get you a braider's rack. It is nothing like having to separate your hair, stop in the middle of a braid to get some more hair and take it. It's way too much time. You have too much time to have fun with your wavy hair to sit there and constantly be taking too much time to separate your hair. And another thing what I love about using my braider's rack, it provides me the time to prep my hair, sort my hair out the night before, so that way when it's time to braid, the only thing I have to do is either my parting or it is actually just braiding. Creating a schedule is also going to get you like the best results that you're looking for, because you're not going to be rushing, you're not going to be overly tired, you're not going to be exhausted. What I like to do is to separate my hair the night before, put it on my rack. That way that's one less thing I have to worry about. So when it is the next day, I'm coming in with my fresh hair, it's time to part my hair. Then after I'm doing my partings, then it's time to just start the braiding. Then you want to go and get you some balm gel. Now I used to use all these other gels before, but the only one I feel that works best for me, and I don't know what it is, maybe it could just be all in my head, but my hands do not hurt as much because the work is so much easier for me to go in with, which would be my BTL Braider's Gel. And I'm telling you, if you don't have that as a braider, you're sleeping. I used to use all these other brands, but I felt like my hands was always slipping with the hair. So going in with braider gels, it just helps you to separate your hair, it helps clean your parts, and it helps to keep your hair stick together. Braiding hair I used was pre-stretch braiding hair. If you looked at any of my previous braiding videos, you can see the braiding hair that I use, and you always go one with pre-stretch because it is so much easier to separate the hair and less tangle. And last but not least is a dipping bucket, but I use the pot. I'm old school. I do want to incorporate and getting in upgraded tools that I need for my hair, so I do want to start looking into like a dipping bucket. But I'm telling you, use the pot. It's okay. Use that one pot that you know that no one used in that house. It's the old school pot nobody used, and you be straight. But yeah guys, so we're just going to jump into this video. I think I did enough talking. I didn't want to talk your ear off too much. I just wanted to inform you guys about wavy hair, and when I'm telling you, and it does not shed. So I'm just going to shut up talking, and we're just going to jump right into this video. Hey guys, so like I said before, when you are about to start braiding your hair, you want to make sure that your hair is cleansed, conditioned, and blow dried at least 45 minutes to an hour before you actually start doing your hair, because the fresher it is, the better it is to grip it, to separate it, to do all of that good jazz. Now that I am trying to take like my braiding styles to like the next level, so I am trying to incorporate different methods to section my hair. Now I've seen a lot of the girlies do it like this, so I said let me try it out and get a feel of it. So normally what I like to do is I will put the rubber bands in place of where I'm going to have each of my box braids. But this time I said, let me just start off with the section. So I did get this idea from the braider's hair map. It's to help you be able to know where to place your braids or how many braids should be in each row. I didn't go 100% according to that map, but I will start incorporating that method just a little bit more. So let's get in with the hair. Okay, the hair is hairing, guys. Do you see this? Look at the shine. Look how thick it is. Look how pretty. Look how curvy it is. And I just love how healthy and full this hair looks and feels. It's, guys, I'm telling you. So I went ahead and decided to braid some of my hair. I just wanted to get the process started. You know, you want to get the swing of things. You want to get into the rhythm of everything. And can you believe I was still on bundle number 1 at this point? 2 wasn't even open. So what I like to start to do now when it comes down to like protective styles is to actually protect my hair. So I went in with some castor oil to put on the strands of my hair all the way from root to tip. That way my hair is being protected while it is inside of these braids. And then I am going to slick down my sections with the BTL's Braiders Gel. And then I'm going to go in with my Waviyhair comb just to make sure that I get all the little kinks from my roots out of the hair. And then after that, I am going to start to braid the hair. Like I'm going to do like 2 complete braids, and then after that I am going to go in with the Waviyhair, and I'm going in with a small amount first. So the purpose of using the Waviyhair at the root of each of my braids is just to give my hair some body movement, some fullness, so that way it won't look so flat at the roots and then get fluffy towards the end. So I want to slow down and show you guys exactly what I'm doing with each braid, but just keep in mind each braid will have a different set amount of hair. It just depends on the size of the braid. So as you can see, some of my braids are medium and some of them are medium. But so what I did was, after I put my first layer of my Waviyhair from the roots, I am then going to go in with 3 little clusters of braiding hair, and that's just to help to give me the thickness that I desire. And then I am going to go back in with the Waviyhair to give me that fullness in each braid. So some of the braids was like 5 clusters of the Waviyhair, and then in the back could have been like 4 clusters of the Waviyhair. But as you go further up to the top, you want to put more of the Waviyhair inside of your braids to give you the fullness that you desire. That's if you're trying to go for more of the bundle look over braids. But if you're going for more of the braids over bundle look, then you want to put less of the Waviyhair inside of each of your braids. But I am going to keep doing this same method. I'm going to go back and forth with the Waviyhair, and then I'm going to go back and forth with the braiding hair, because the more I continuously braid the hair with the Waviyhair, 1, I'm using up a lot of my bundles for no reason, and then 2, I'll still want to make sure that I retain that firm grip and I retain that thickness of the braid. So you don't want to use all your great quality hair all on just one braid. That's how you waste a lot of your money. So it's best to spread your Waviyhair out and then utilize the fullness with the braiding hair. That's how you get around it. So then now sometimes when you are braiding, you want to also make sure that you're gripping your hair, because if you don't, the hair is going to slide. Because it is human hair, because it has like this different texture than regular braiding hair, it's going to be a little bit more slippery, but that's nothing wrong with that, because it's make it easier for you to just braid. It's like the braiding hair with the Waviyhair, it just mixed perfectly. You just want to make sure that you're taking your time within each braid and you're braiding tightly, but you don't want to braid so tight that your braids can get really bunched up. So you just want to be really mindful of how you're braiding. You're more so keeping your fingers in place opposed to pulling the braid. You're just keeping your fingers in place till it's time to grab the next piece within that braid. There are a few things to keep in mind when concluding your braids. So 1 is you just pay attention to the length of where you want for your braids to end, and 2, feel for the thickness of it. If you feel that the end of that braid is starting to feel a little bit thin, then maybe it's time to just end that braid, but make sure that they all are around the same length. So now that I know that this is my time to end this braid, so what I'm going to do is a little bit in slow motion. So after feeding in the last cluster of my Waviyhair, I am now going to try to find like the synthetic hair, or aka the braiding hair, so that way I can just tie a knot, because I want to use the braiding hair to tie the knot, because it's actually going to hold a little bit more tighter than the human hair. Because with us human hair, our hair was just sometimes slip out, just out of it just being nature. So now that I found the braiding hair, I want to wrap it around the whole entire braid, but I am stopping it exactly where I stopped the braid. You don't want to do it above the braid or too far below the braid, because then it's just going to slip. You want to knot it exactly where you stop the braid. And then once I get that first knot, I'm going to split this in 2, and then I'm going to do like a regular knot, like a regular tie knot, just so that keeps the first knot in place. And then after I finish that knot, I'm just going to put it to the side for right now, because what I want to do after I dip my hair in the hot water, I want to cut off all the braiding hair at the ends, because I want just for the wavy here just to be at the ends, just so I can have that nice body wave at the end. I don't want any strangling pieces. So we'll cut that off once we finish dipping it in hot water. You don't want to do it too soon because that's when the end's going to look real raggedy looking. So you rather wait until that hot water seeps into the hair, and that way it's going to keep it in place. It's going to look even cleaner when you cut it. Girl, I was happy. Look at me. Look at that girl. Look at her. That wavy done did it, boy. Another thing I failed to mention in the previous clips of me braiding my hair is I like to flip the hair around, because when I first start the braids, I'm braiding overhand because it's easier for me to get the better grip when it comes down from the root. Once I get to a certain part of the braid where I feel like I'm flexible enough to like flip the braid around, then I'm going to flip it around so that it's easier for me to braid, and then I'm gonna start braiding underhand, which is what I'm doing right now, because I could braid like this all day, baby. Because braiding the other way going over, there's no way my arms is that flexible for me to do that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Another thing, when you see these pieces that like really blunt in your braids, like this piece right there, to save you time and headache, you want to apply the braidage gel onto those pieces way before you get to those pieces, because it's easier to tuck and braid them opposed to you getting up onto those pieces, trying to put the braidage gel onto it, and it's still going to stick out. Now, some of these pieces are going to stick out, and I am not going to cut these pieces unless they're like lower down into the braid, yeah. But if they're a little higher up, I'm not going to cut them, because I don't know if I'm cutting my hair. Like, you got to be mindful of certain things. There's a chance you're cutting your hair. If you see someone cutting those little pieces out, stop them immediately, because they could be cutting your hair. It's okay. Those pieces eventually will die down, and it just is what it is. It is what it is, okay? But I just don't want to cut those pieces, because, like I said, unless it's lower down into the braid, I know my hair is not that long. Cool, I could cut it. But if the higher up, I ain't doing that. So following the hair map to the T will prevent this right here. So at the top, when I split these into two parts, it's supposed to be just one row, but I had to split each of these parts into two rows because it was just way too thick. But like I said, next time going in with the hair map, the braider's hair map, I would definitely follow the rules to the T. But guys, you got to make sure that this middle part is straight. Like, you see how many times it took me to make sure this thing was straight, because you do not want to finish and realize you have like this crooked middle part. Like, you don't want to do that. Okay, so now that we are at this braid, I was literally going through it at this point. I'm still recovering from this cold, so my body was really tired and I was really fatigued and my nose was going crazy. But anyway, so let's just talk about how 2 bundles completed this look. And 2 bundles is still giving me the fullness. I was so impressed and so shocked when I finished this braid. I said, I can't believe that 2 bundles actually did this. And at one point, in the beginning, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I'm able to do this style because it's not enough hair. Wavy hair, y'all got me. I love this hair. Okay, so now that we are finished, you already know what I gotta do. There is nothing like doing my ponytail test. Like, every time I do my braids, I have to do my ponytail test, because if my ponytail don't look right when I finish my braids, I already know I'm just gonna be like over it. I said, baby girl. So when I put my hair into this ponytail and I seen the fullness, baby girl, I was just so in love with it. I was like, oh my gosh, it is just so full. It's so pretty. So I'm just in love with it. So at this point, it was really, really late. And I was like, you know, let me just hurry up and just go to bed. And I'll do the whole water and all of that good jazz tomorrow. I didn't want to go to bed with wet hair. So now that it's the next day and I finished my hair, I'm so happy it's done. And I love my hair. But we are not done yet because I want to start dipping my hair in the water, but I don't want to dip the human hair in the water, so I braided it and put it to the side. I'm going to dip these ends because it's going to be at the bottom, so it's okay. Plus there is some braiding hair that I want to cut off, so it makes it so much easier to cut the braiding hair while it's wet opposed to it being dry. So I want to dip like the braids itself. I'm gonna try my best to see if I can do that. This is my first time doing that, so that way I'm not putting too much heat into the human hair. So I already did 3 of them, and some of the hair up here is still going to be out, and that's fine. I'm gonna try to avoid that much, but I really wanted to focus mainly on the ends more so than all of the hair, because then I'm going to go in with the spray bottle and hit the rest of it. And now I'm going to do this one for you. Okay, so now I want to start dipping, and I want to dip the back first. Oh my goodness, this is so much easier with it being human hair. And don't worry about the body wave, we're gonna get that back. The fact that I could actually brush it, like, stop playing. So now I want to go in with my water bottle, and now I just want to tap the top. So when it comes down to that oil sheen, I will not do too much next time because it weighed my hair down. I'm so used to like the synthetic or the beauty supply store hair where I need all the extra added everything, but you really don't need that much. But I will like shampoo all of that oil out and just to see how that looks. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I'm telling you, Waviyhair came through. I appreciate you guys for sponsoring this video. If you guys ever want to collab again, I am running to say yes. Okay, I am very impressed on how this hair turned out. I'm very impressed on how it feels, even till it's starting to dry up now and you can actually see how the body wave looks. It feels so good to know that I don't have to use so many different products to achieve the desired look that I go for. But guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you for allowing me to entertain you as well as educate you. I do hope this video was helpful to somebody or a lot of you guys. And please go check out Waviyhair. Let me know what you think. Let them know Don put you on game, okay? Because I think we all need to just experience what it feels like to have some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hair in our hair. And guys, I just want to say thank you Waviyhair for sponsoring this video. You guys are amazing. Thank you for reaching out. I pray we do have some more collabs together. And guys, see you in my next video.